on the dock pretty much. They're going to be packaging these and shipping these directly to us. You get 4 to 5 ounce lobsters. This is the first time that we've offered lobsters in Good Eating with Marlo, and they look so good. Lobsters, Maine lobsters, coming up right after this.
G by Juliana is for the confident, fashionable, amazing woman. She can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
So when it comes to lobsters, we say know your source. These are not just lobster tails that you'll find in the little seafood section in your supermarkets or at the big box stores. These are 5-star restaurant, holiday, wedding anniversary, graduation. These are Maine lobsters. Premium Maine lobsters that are 4 to 5 ounces that are fresh, certified Maine lobsters that we are going to be delivering to your home. You decide if you'd like to have the 6 count or the 12 count. These are all special prices that we can feature for you today. Our 6 count is available for you on 5 flex as well as the 12 count. However, when you use your HSN card, you can get an additional flex pay to take the flex pay to 6 flexible payments. Here's what they look like. You talk about having a feast any day of the week. We've gone to Stonington Maine Lobster Company to bring to you the best and the freshest. We have Eric Tochterman that's joining us, who's a chef and a foodie and an expert. And my girlfriend has stopped by, Helen, to try these with me. Come on over.
Let's
because
do it.
I was saying to her, do we have something? Let me give you a plate. Hi, baby.
Give her a plate.
Here's the plate.
Hi, Helen.
Hey.
And Marlo, that's for you to try.
Thank you. I'm gonna give Helen a fork.
Thank you.
Try it in your best professional most way.
Well, I was just wandering around the halls getting ready for my electronics show, and I said, Marlo, can I have some lobster? She said, you have to come on TV and eat it. Wait, let me have it. Instead of digging it, let me just grab one of these.
That's smart.
I'm gonna do that.
Now, not all lobsters are created the same. You might not know that.
I didn't know that, so tell us about it.
I do know that.
There's a difference between cold water lobster and warm water lobster, and this is certified Maine lobster, and that's a huge. That's a huge deal because in Stonington, Maine, they get their lobsters from way out in the pristine waters, out in the Atlantic in the lobster grounds, where the water is clean, it's cold, and it's giving you that sweet, delectable meat that everybody loves with Maine lobsters.
Right, and you know, there's so many people that live in parts of the country where they can't get fresh seafood.
Oh yeah. No, for years my parents had a house in Nantucket, and we would eat seafood. Even like in Cape Cod, they get all the lobster from Maine.
Yes.
And now there are different parts, like there's warm water, like here in Florida, there's a lobster you can get here. It does not taste the same. It is very different. This is usually more expensive, high end. If you order lobster in a restaurant, it's not always Maine lobster, right, Eric?
That is correct, and there's a reason why on the whatever restaurant you go to, there's a reason why it's market price. Because the price fluctuates. You know exactly the price that you're paying here. You know what you're going to be paying per tail.
So you know what's great is that the lobster tastes sweet, doesn't it? It has almost a sweet flavor to it naturally, and it's so tender, isn't it?
It tastes buttery without butter.
Yes.
It has a buttery...
But butter makes it taste great.
No, butter's always excellent on everything. And you know, it is a market prices, but the auto ship, it's never gonna be market price for you guys at home, right? So it's always gonna be the same price.
If you get on Flex,
correct.
Even if the lobster, because lobster is like gold.
Oh yeah.
It's like it goes up and down depending on what's the availability.
No, so definitely secure them on auto. You can buy them as a one-time shipment. But if you love lobster, I mean, look at how they'll be in your freezer.
Wait, Marlo, can I be on your show like all the time?
Girl,
Who likes to eat? Who the hosts that like to eat?
We do.
We do. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's like, I'm not like the host that's like, no, I can't eat anything. I'm like,
No.
right, Eric?
You're like, where's a fork? Go ahead, take care of the show.
Right, me too.
I'm gonna eat.
I could be like your sidekick in the back just tasting.
No, I want you to come on in.
Okay.
Anytime you want to.
All right.
So thank you for stopping by.
No,
you're coming up next hour with electronics.
The Today's Special, which is flying out the door of the earbuds. Wireless earbuds. Okay, I'm gonna take this because it's she made me.
And you know what I'll do? I'll leave some pastries for you in the back. We've got brand new pastries flown in from Italy.
You are a good person.
Well, you know, it's easy to make friends when you have good food. So I want to invite you to order if you would love to buy the lobsters. So let's talk about how they're gonna come shipped to your home. Obviously, keep them frozen. They're gonna be on dry ice. You'll get them this week. You'll actually have these in a couple of days because that's how we ship them to you. If you're gonna get the 6 count, you'll get 1 bag. If you're gonna get the 12 count, you'll get 2 bags. The 12 count is a better buy because we don't double the price, just so that you know. So when we get them at home, pop them in the freezer. And from frozen, what's the best way to prepare them?
I would actually thaw them out. So they will arrive in the bag, frozen. And then I would thaw them out. You could do it naturally overnight in the fridge, or you can go ahead and let it run some water over it until it's thawed out. And then you can just simply take kitchen shears, cut it down the back, like we did with the showing how you what you get. You can actually take the meat out and lay it back on the shell. You can bake it, you can poach it, you can butter poach it. And what's great is that on the back of the bag actually has a couple recipes. So if you're not too familiar with cooking lobster, there's a couple recipes right here from the Stonington Lobster Company that's gonna walk you through the process. And it comes right from their grounds. They're lobster men and women out there, literally bring it to the Stonington Lobster Company. It gets flash frozen and then placed in a bag. There's no middleman. These aren't sitting on the shelves.
They're so
wonderful. And you don't know exactly where it's coming from if you go to a big box store or a supermarket. You don't know how long those lobsters have been around or where they're coming from. But here, because they're certified Maine lobsters, you know that they're coming directly from the lobsterman to the docks and then to you.
And you're getting flex pay, and you're preparing them for the comfort of your home. And listen, I know at $100 and $194, that's not the most inexpensive thing in the world. But think about if we were gonna go to a restaurant, right? If we're gonna go to a local seafood restaurant, for one meal, for dinner for 2, it's gonna cost you over $100. Here, depending on how many people are in your family, you're gonna be able to eat multiple times. So the value is here. You've got the convenience of not getting dressed and dining out any day of the week. And we've got FlexPay. Remember what FlexPay is. FlexPay is an instant, free, all you do is ask for it, chance for you not to pay the full amount. You get it shipped immediately as if you paid the full amount, but you don't have to pay the full amount right away. In incremental payments, and in this case, over 6 months, you can equally make interest-free installments. The best way to go with this is to choose either the 6 count and the 12 count and get it on auto ship. Because as we've talked about, the prices for Maine lobsters will actually fluctuate. Your prices will stay the same. Also with auto ship, you can cancel at any time and you can totally customize them. So maybe you only wanna get this twice a year, right? Or some of you, depending on where you live, you might wanna get this maybe a couple of times a year because it's hard for you to get fresh seafood where you live. So Monica says she wants to be a guest on my show. Monica, I would love to have you as a guest on this show. I would love that very much. I don't know how we can make that work out, but I would love that very much. Angela from Maryland says, we are big on seafood. I will enjoy the Maryland, I would imagine, right? Because you're close by. And I know in Maryland, they've got great seafood.
Absolutely.
Lester Ann says she loves lobster. This lobster is so delicious and tasty as well. Let's see, Amanda is saying, I've only had a lobster tail once in my life, and that was on my honeymoon, served with filet mignon.
And here's why you only had it on your honeymoon. It is an extravagance. Lobster used to be a throwaway catch. but then over time it became a delicacy and it flipped the tables, and that's why lobster can be so expensive. I remember going out as a kid having lobster, and when I knew I was going out to this lobster restaurant, I knew it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I would eat the claws because the claws were like, eh. But then I always saved the tail for last because the tail
That's the meaty part.
That's the meatiest